Here we go again, into another cave, and all for some kobolds. How is it that a mining town full of strapping people can't handle a handful of kobolds? Hell, Dreamer accidentally killed one. In the end, does it matter? Because all of these are thoughts, just thoughts as I stare, paralyzed into the maw of some hideous creature, alone. Is this it for Odrian? Find out in today's short quest, Long Rest.
Hey team, welcome back to Short Quest Long Rest.
Hi. Yeah, buddy.
Hello.
This session is happening much sooner than we typically play. Last week was an off week for us. We're now back on our regular schedule. Here I am stumbling over my own words. Had an interesting interaction on Twitter earlier this week with a lovely parent who's followed us for a bit and their daughter Emery. Everyone say hello.
Hi, Emery.
Hi, Emery.
Hello.
Hi.
We're really excited to hear that you listen to us, and we would like to extend an offer to you. If you want to reach out to Squalor Pod, they'll get you in contact with me, our Twitter handle. And if you want to help us create an NPC named after you in the world, that would be right on. Hopefully, the episode where we're saying hi to Emery is not the same one where I kill a character.
You better not. Nah, it's fine. I'm gonna be fine.
Maybe she
you.
wants to kill one of us.
He's
Oh, yeah.
dead.
It's understandable. If she wanted to kill anybody, it's gonna be real.
Blood for the
Let's
blood
be real.
goddess, Emery.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, blood for the blood goddess Emery.
Oh, he's gone.
I want my NPC to be Lolth.
Demigoddess
It was
of
nice knowing
party,
you.
pain, and misery.
I'm fine. I'm good. Like, and now that I've crunched the numbers and we talked
Yeah.
about it, I got this. This is fucking nothing.
Whatever,
Okay.
dead man.
Mm-hmm.
So, last session, bit of a recap.
Irving
You
Deadman
guys
to you.
got a job to clear a kobold-infested gem mine. You have so far only encountered 2 kobolds, one of which met an unfortunate demise at the hands of a over-enthusiastic druid.
Murder bot, you mean?
Yep.
The other...
Hey, pretty lady, you want to kill all humans?
The other of which is still with you, and allowed Rian
temporarily.
to go on ahead. Rian, you took a lift down, only about 15 feet, to a chamber below the second level of this mine, where, people are pulling tourmaline out of the walls. And as you're peeking around the sort of first chamber you find yourself in, the bucket lift landing, you approach the northernmost cavern entrance and find yourself attacked by something in the darkness that wraps you up in tentacles. You feel almost like stinging nettles all over, and poison courses through your veins. We ended last session with you poisoned, paralyzed, and restrained in the grip of a grell.
Yep.
This massive floating brain with a beak on the front of it and stinging tentacles below. The only person who has seen any of this, Felgrin, behind you and above you about 15 feet. We'll see how that goes, but we're going to be starting combat. Now, we rolled at the end of last session.
Mm-hmm. He's fine.
Yeah. Everything's fine, everyone.
So we're
Don't
going
worry.
to begin our initiative.
It will
Jesus. Bring it.
it will be
All
full
right.
by the time we get down there.
So, Rian, as the grell
Do it.
catches you and ensnares you and you feel your body locking up around you,
Yep.
it is going to draw you close for that beak attack, and it is going to get advantage on this roll.
No, it's gonna fuck it up. Here we go.
Critical.
Oh, crit!
Which
Well,
it would have hit anyway.
okay.
Because, or it would have crit anyway because you're paralyzed. So
No.
Yeah.
you take 11
Okay.
points of piercing damage as you feel this thing's beak digging into your side,
It's gonna
sort of
fuck
through
it
your
up, he
armor,
says.
cutting through the stiff
Oh,
leather.
he'd scream if he could.
And Rian, it is now your turn.
Okay. So,
Rian groans.
as far as I'm concerned, I can only roll the to beat the paralysis at the end of my turn, right?
Yes, currently you can't fight against being grappled, but you can try to resist the poison. Because you are poisoned. Oh, no, we determined this last time. You do not have to roll at disadvantage, so give me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution save and throw. Here we go. For all the meat and potatoes.
1. Aw.
19!
All right.
Yay!
So
First step.
as swiftly as you felt this poison course through you,
Fight
you know,
through it.
you feel your limbs start to loosen up and you become more limber. You're still restrained,
Mhm.
so this thing still has advantage to attack you, but it is not going to auto crit anymore.
Nice.
But that is the end
Okay.
of your turn for that.
Yep. Free action, he screams out.
Dreamer,
There's something down here!
He's fine.
you hear that shout
kidding, he
from
doesn't say that.
ahead and below you, about 30 feet or so, and, you know, Felgrin between you and Rian, giving his call back, it's fine. What are you doing?
This is the hole here? Or the lift hole?
Yes, it's the lift hole, and the lift is about 15 feet below you. Let me drag you up to where your lad is.
You're the man, Dreamer. I love it. Just leap down.
Leap down into darkness.
Yep.
I got dark vision right now. It's fine.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. You cast it when you went in. Smart boy. Good robot. Pat you on the head if I wasn't all wrapped up in tentacles.
Can I...
You know, I like tentacles, but it's not what I ordered.
Gross. I can see the grell, right?
Yes, it is currently floating up near the low ceiling above Rian there.
Are they sort of like in the same space?
He's occupying the space below it, so, you know, it's above him in like the 5-foot space there.
Okay. So it's gripping him like those things in Half-Life.
There you go. Yeah, the little tentacle things that come down and try
Uh-huh.
to... You have to throw
Yeah.
the explosives into.
Oh no, the barnacles.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
it's
and
here.
it's like it pulled him up to bite him, and now is kind of
Yeah.
letting him hang a little.
So, yeah, so am I technically underneath it, or is it technically over top of me? I think that's
It
what
is
he's trying
over
to figure
top
out
of
if
you.
he's... Okay, so it's right here, so he's within 5 feet of it.
Yeah.
Like court kitty corner.
How much movement did I move to get here?
3. You've gone about 20 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna step to here.
If you do that,
Nice.
you will get an attack of opportunity.
Bring it.
All right.
Oh, dude, you sure? Because you can get paralyzed. Or
It's
can...
restraining
No,
you right now.
So if it has somebody restrained, it can't attack
Yeah.
with its tentacles, but it can bite with its beak.
Ah,
Ow!
okay, cool,
And
cool,
it does
cool.
not have advantage on him.
My body.
Still rolls
Ow.
a 20, not a natural, for 7 piercing damage.
Ow. Okay, I'm good. And I am just going to go with my usual thorn whip here.
Alrighty. Give us that attack roll.
Crit!
A crit!
Nice! Crit!
Whammo.
That's my boy! That's my fucking boy!
Twice he has used Thorn Whip, and twice he has crit.
Oh yeah, that's what killed the poor little kobold. Not poor anymore. As far as I'm concerned, some bitch deserved to die. Now this is
Dreamer
happening.
somehow
Ooh.
targets the other kobold and
4d6
kills
for
it.
15.
He misses and yanks him down the hole. Just murders him again. Why do I keep doing
I'm sorry.
this?
Alright.
so much blood on my hands!
So what does your Thorn Whip look like as it lashes out towards this pulsating, fleshy creature with a beak on the front?
He just sort of whips it overhand and wraps it around like the brainy part of the grell,
Nice.
and he yanks.
My brain.
Alright, and it gets pulled into you, towing Rian along with it. And Felgrin, it is now, the thing holding Rian is now much more visible below you, and sort of around your hip, Miri catches sight of it, and her eyes just lock on with ferocity.
Yeah, that's my
Anything
girl.
else for you this turn, Dreamer?
I will give Rian a little bit of love. Give him
Aw, buddy.
my Bomb of the Summer Chord.
I love that ability.
Did you ever know that you're
How many
my
dice are you using on him?
hero?
I'm just gonna use one.
Okay.
Oh, come on. Way to be cheap with it, Jesus. I'm
God,
kidding,
so
I'm kidding,
stingy.
I'm
You
kidding.
could have threw a good berry.
Thank you so much.
Alright, cool. I
There
guess
you
I'm
go.
not
He throws
using
a
it.
good berry to me.
Yeah.
If he fucking throws a good berry to me, that'd be awesome.
You get 1 HP and 1 temp HP.
Yay!
You didn't even. God, you couldn't even give
Okay.
him the full die.
Hey, it happens. You know what? It's all good, man. Hey, 2 points is 2 points. It might save my life here.
Bad roll. Bad roll.
5 points made all the difference to me.
It does happen.
Exactly. That's all it takes. Like, you never know what's going to happen in these fights, so...
It
All
certainly
right.
could.
So, that being the end of your turn, it is now Miri.
Mm-hmm.
So, Felgrin, you hear from beside you, it's almost a little startling, this high wail, not quite a bellow, because she doesn't have the chest capacity for that yet.
Not a full
Not
dragon
a full
roar.
dragon roar, but this is the first time you're really hearing pure fury from Miri as she goes sort of pushing past you and leaps down to go defend her dad.
Yeah, that's my girl.
So what is she doing down here, Rian?
Is there any way, since she can essentially fly now, is there a way for her to, like, when she goes down that hole, coast past it and take a swipe at it as she tries to get behind it, like over here? Or is it blocked in with both of us? Because I know we're kind of squishing up that corner. I wasn't sure if there's, like, an angle she could have taken to, like, fly
I would
past and
think
do an
it's
attack and,
probably
like, try to land
it's
behind
too
it.
narrow in there. Yeah.
Okay.
This thing is right
problem.
at the ceiling just about.
Cute dokie. So she's going to move 5 feet
Okay.
here. And then she is going to take a bite at this creature with her lightning. Attack!
19 connects, roll me damage.
Nice.
Ooh,
13.
And
Yeah.
all right. So as her teeth sink into the fleshy mass of this creature's brain-like body, the electricity seems to short out. It starts to enter this thing's body and then almost seems to retreat back into her jaws. It is immune to lightning.
Oh, of course it is. Oh, okay. So it only did
Yeah.
7 instead of the 6. Okay, no problem. No problem. I thought you were saying it shorted out the brain. I was like, sweet! Oh, wait, oh, never mind.
No, not quite.
Arms shot up in the air for a second, like a big dummy.
That is now Tavini's turn.
Oh boy. Tavini is going to come forward. She's way at the back of Krellick. Ooh.
Would bring you right about there.
Oh wow. Really close.
Oh yeah, it's directly
Oh, yeah, we're
below
danger
you
close
if you
in
go
there.
past Felgrin.
Alright,
Yeah, we were in the corner, and then he got yanked. We got yanked one over towards Dreamer.
So what are you doing?
she's going to stay up top, so she's not jumping down just yet.
Okay. So we'll
But she's
put
up
you.
top and
So you're not occupying Felgrin's space. We'll put you, like where Dreamer is, but above.
yeah. And she can still see this creature.
Yep, it is directly below you. Actually, it's only about 5 feet below you because it's hovering up near the ceiling.
Alright, and so she's saying a quick prayer into her holy symbol, and then she's pulling fire from her holy symbol and going, "Secret flame! I'm gonna burn this thing."
Nice. Light him up!
And that is a dexterity save, I believe. Yep. Dexterity save for Grell. Let's see what this rolls.
Another 14.
Don't think it's...
And exactly
Ah,
14.
beats it.
what?
It's certainly not
Yeah.
Yep.
stupid,
Damn.
I don't think.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it seems like being a giant brain, it's smart. I was hoping it wasn't very good, very dexterous, but ain't bad. Let's say if it's got a +2, it's at least 14.
She does. As a bonus action, she's gonna cast Healing Word. So she pulls out fire and goes for the Grell, misses, and then changes up and does a different spell, directing some of that warmth
Nice.
to Radiant.
Give me the heat.
The heat.
For
Ooh.
6.
Nice. One shy of max. Thank you, Tavini.
Yeah, even wrapped in these leathery tentacles with the stinging bits on them, you still feel that warmth of Moradin flooding into you.
Again.
Krellick, shall I bring you to the fight?
Yes, please.
Alright. Let us bring you to the fight. As you push past Felgrin there, are you leaping down? Are you trying to climb down? If you do leap down, in fact, I should have had this happen to Dreamer as well, but it is 1d6 of fall damage.
He's taking
Okay.
it.
You're a hell of a guy.
Alright, so yeah, you both take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. Yeah, Krellick, you're now in a very, very crowded shaft around this this elevator that had gone down. And you are within reach of this creature.
I'm in reach.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm good.
It's above you, but it's still within 5 feet.
he's gonna try to smash it off Arian.
Alright.
Yeah.
Krellick smash.
Uh,
A
Oof.
9
yes.
does not connect.
Get
He's
bludgeoned.
gonna swing again.
Oh yeah, you got 2 attacks now. You're level 5, baby.
23.
yeah.
Ooh.
23
Damage.
definitely hits. For 9
9.
points of bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Reminds me of that meme, I'm gonna munch,
Yep.
I'm gonna crunch.
He's probably gonna have to hop a little bit to smack it with the shield, but
Throw it like Captain America.
ooh.
Yeah. A
Nat
13 does connect
Yes.
Nice.
5.
for 5 additional bludgeoning. Alright, this thing is looking wounded. It has no eyes to follow. You know, you're not able to see where it's currently focusing. But it is starting to draw Rian up closer to its body, very protectively of its quarry. Felgrin. Unless are you moving anywhere, Krellick?
Nope, he's good.
Alrighty.
He'll stay right there.
That now takes us to Felgrin.
Grin baby.
Time to uncork a chaos bolt.
Love it. I love those words. I love just hearing them, especially when I'm in the shit.
Alright. 14
Nice.
connects.
Hooray!
It was that 2d8 plus 1d6.
So bad.
Oh, 3 and a 5.
1d6
So you have
with
fire and
11.
lightning to choose from, and you would have seen that Miri's lightning didn't seem to really affect it.
Torch him.
Torch
Nice.
him.
Light him up.
Just
Oh,
like
I-
a
like you
jet
took down the air owlbear with.
Yeah. So
that
the
manages to curl around his
landing-
teammates somehow.
Nice.
the landing that you all are
You're a
on,
firebender.
you know, sort of crowded around this bucket lift, briefly illuminates with fire from above, as well as Tavini's lantern light spilling over the side there. Flames that curl around this creature and somehow avoid harming Rian, leaving it scorched and blackened in places. That is now going to be Thwip's turn. Thwip, the kobold, who is directly across the hole from you, Felgrin, sort of pinned up against the wall
Think
there.
real hard on what you're gonna do, Thwip.
Whip.
Thwip looks down, looks at you, and then starts trying to scrabble down the rock into the chamber below.
Ah, smart move, Thwip.
So he rolls a 4.
Oh.
So he
Yeah.
slips and is going to take 1d6 of fall damage.
Oh,
Felgrin, would you
okay.
like to roll that 1d6 for me?
Oh boy.
Yeah, buddy. This might kill him, and that would be
Yes.
hilarious.
Oh,
Oh, it's a 1.
little 1 point of damage. So
Nah, he's still got some
Okay.
talking to do. It's
so
fine.
he scrambles down. 15
Oh.
or no, he fell. So
Huh.
he gets about 5 feet down
Yep.
before
Hup.
landing on his ass, right behind Miri's tail.
Careful, Butterfingers.
Tavidi, you also see him fall, and you see him pick himself up and sort of look at everyone in the chamber
The whole combat stops and stares at him for a second, like even the growl slowly turns.
and tries to slip past Krellick there.
Growl's
Oh,
like,
Kelly can't
are you,
have
are you
that."
serious, bro?
That is now the Grell's turn.
Bring it.
It was only like 10
The
feet.
Grell, seeing that it is outnumbered, and I use seeing in quotations,
Womp womp.
starts to retreat with Rian still in its tentacles. Yeah, there are opportunities for an attack of opportunity here.
Who wants to go first?
I say Krellick.
I'll go first.
Get him, Krellick.
23.
Nice. 23 on Krellick.
So that means
Get it back
it doesn't
here.
move.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Sentinel! Yes! You're the fucking best!
12.
That is awesome. Max damage on a fucking Sentinel. Take your happy ass right back.
You want? Wait, what do you
Where
want?
you going?
No, fuck that.
Yeah,
Nowhere.
All right. So let's see. Can Miri roll her attack?
Oh, we're still
yeah.
giving... Okay, awesome. Hell yeah.
It still tried to retreat. And then Dreamer and Tavini. Sorry, I should have said 4.
8.
So miss on the bite.
I'm not gonna take my.
Not taking yours. Tavini. She's 15 feet above, and I keep saying that it's about 10 feet up. So she diagonally down is
Tavini's
within
above.
10 feet. Or 5 feet, sorry.
Drop to her knees and just take a swipe at its head. I love it.
Yeah,
Okay.
crack it on the
Yep.
beak.
Yeah. She'll
Alright,
give it
fair
a
enough.
smack on the beak.
A little bit of theater of the mind
Give it
being
that
done
beak
on
and
the
I'll take
TT.
Oh no,
I like
she
it.
doesn't. No,
Makes
never mind.
sense.
She doesn't have her mace out. She has her shield. Because she has to have a hand free to cast spells. So no, she doesn't have her mace out.
Ah, gotcha.
I thought your shield can act as your somatics. Or your, yeah.
Not yet. Doesn't have the holy symbol on it.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize your shield didn't have it. Okay.
Alright, well, given that it failed on that front,
Holy symbol? No.
it still has
Yeah, what's it
you
gonna do?
wrapped.
Bring it. What you gonna do? You gonna try to hit me? Paralyze me again? What you gonna try to
Yeah,
I would really not talk shit to it.
do? No,
it's gonna
I'm
attack
fine.
with its tentacles and it's gonna attack with its beak.
Ooh, ooh.
Okay.
It still
'Cause I'm
has
restrained,
you
it gets a-
restrained.
Okay, so it gets an advantage, right?
So 14,
roll.
Yep, 14 don't
on the
hit.
tentacles misses. So even though it's got you
Yo.
wrapped, all the attacking on it, some of the tentacles now hang limply, and others only have purchase on bits of your armor that can't penetrate. But it's gonna try and take a bite with its beak. 21.
Beat me, baby.
Yeah, for
Oh,
7
not
bad.
points of piercing.
It's perfectly middling.
And thankfully, it no longer has you paralyzed, so no auto crit there.
Ooh.
Get rid of my
For
1
real.
temp, and that goes down to 30 CX.
That is now the Rian's turn.
Sweet. Not paralyzed. So I'm restrained, which means I have my full complement, but I'm at disadvantage to attack, correct?
Yes. The creature's attack
just
rolls
making
have
sure.
disadvantage, and you have disadvantage on dexterity saves.
Okay. Cool. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna take from his side holsters. I can still draw though, right? I can draw my weapons.
I would say drawing is a part of the attack action, so yes.
Okay. Okay, cool. Sweet, yeah. I think he's just going to go for it while it has him restrained instead of trying to fight this thing. I don't have great strength. I don't know if I can break free. So I'd rather just give it a shot with the two things. So first off, I'm going to go with Dragon Slaying Longsword. Attack at disadvantage. 12.
A 12 just connects.
Yes! Okay. So, and at the same time, so we're going to roll damage, but at the same time, when he does that, he, as a bonus action, summons all that energy into his sword and casts Booming Blade too.
Alrighty.
Just shy of max damage for 8 on the regular, and then Booming Blade,
Yeah.
1d8 thunder damage.
The 1d8.
2 extra.
Oh,
I'll
you're
take
at 5th level. Oh, so it does get the d8.
I'm at 5th
Yep.
level now.
Alright.
Yep, and it's wreathed in the thunder force, so if it tries to move, it takes 2d8 damage.
Alright, so yeah, with 2 points of damage, Rian, as you thrust upward into this thing's body with your short sword, it almost seems like there is a bit of a colorful wind that appears around this creature. Bits of blue and white light arcing across it. Similar, but not quite, to electricity. There's a bit of a sound to it, this reverberating boom that kind of puffs out in either direction down the tunnel there. Only 2 points of damage, so it's not terribly loud, but like a little
Yeah.
like you lifted a cheek in your desk chair.
Nice. Wow.
Just like a little
fart
little
jokes
fart.
for my booming blade, huh?
Little farting blade.
Just a little beep.
I mean, you're the one that took it to a fart. I could very well have been talking about, you get like air inside the fabric, the
It
cushion.
wasn't quite a booming blade. It was like a tooting blade.
A tooting blade. I love it. Oh, I hate it and love it so much.
Anyway,
Okay.
we're very
that's
mature.
my
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
that's my turn.
No.
I'm sorry, Emery.
It's all good.
Oh. Hey,
Don't worry, your character will be much cooler than the tooting blade.
yes, definitely. Definitely.
Dreamer, it is now your turn.
I point at the kobold, say, "Don't go anywhere," and I'll draw my scimitar and attack the growl.
Atta boy.
Alrighty. Give us the attack roll. 13 connects.
Scimitar.
Nice. Scammy.
5.
For 5 slashing
And
damage. This thing is looking
down the middle.
very badly hurt.
Oh shit! You know what I just realized
Huh?
too? Let me just make sure I read that right. Attack, 5th level. Your dragon companion form more potent. If you take an attack action on your turn, if your dragon companion sees or hears you, and it can make a reaction to do a melee attack. So when I attacked, Miri gets to attack again too, as a reaction.
Let's rock and roll. Oh, but she
But
took a reaction when it tried
She
to
already
flee.
did a reaction.
Yeah.
Oh, she did. You're absolutely
Uh-huh.
right. She did a reaction attack when it tried to move. My
Yep.
bad. Okay,
No
all good.
worries. But good to know for later combats.
Yeah, I would just literally read it and I was like, oh, I forgot I got that at level 5. That's awesome. All she has to do is see or hear me, and she can do that.
Alrighty. Any bonus action, Dreamer?
Nah, I'm good.
That brings us now to Miri.
Okay. I already queued it up anyway, so she's gonna take a claw attack at this thing. So 18. Yep. Nice. Roll damage, normal, with 7.
Alrighty, not quite finished yet. Thing still has
so
you
close.
grasped and is now almost panting, its jaw hanging loosely open.
Take it down, Tavini. You got this.
Oh, leaving this to Tavini?
Hey, don't
Stop
worry.
it.
There's people after you if something goes wrong, but I believe in you. I think you got this.
Ha! Alright, so seeing that this thing is not doing so well, Tavini is going to try and Sacred Flame. It's like pulling that fire out and go, let him go!
Yeah.
Alright, that is a dexterity save from this creature.
Yeah, perfect times.
Last time it succeeded, so fingers crossed. Rolls a 6
Yeah.
for 7.
Woo, 7.
Alright, brilliant light, this radiant flame splashes across this creature. And in the brief flash before your eyes, it's almost difficult to see past. And then that light fades and you blink a little and it comes back into focus. And still has Reen in its grip.
That's okay. We got this. Krellick?
It's a damn good thing it can't retreat, because I had something
Yeah.
nasty in mind for you.
Oh, I know you did. I guarantee around this friggin' corner, there's the friggin' pit straight to the Underdark that you're gonna literally just drop me in, or have it take
Well,
me with
Reen's dead.
it. Yep, exactly. And that's exactly what happens if I go down a pit to the Underdark. We might as well just roll up a new character, and maybe you'll see him someday
He's
down
dead
the line.
because I'm not going down there. Ever.
Yep. He'll come back as like a grizzled. It's like in you guys remember the show Reboot? And fucking
Oh, yeah.
Enzo. When Enzo fucking disappeared and went into the Matrix and came back as like a 40-year-old badass with one eye and a fucking pistol. He's like a little kid with his hat sideways, and it's gonna be Rian.
Yeah, Krellick's not sure if he wants to attack the tentacle thing or grab this little asshole that's trying to run by him.
Why not both?
Well, if the little asshole runs past, you get a reaction on him anyways. So it's up to you.
Oh, that's
Just gonna
true.
kill him.
Oh,
Yeah, but if it's a melee
Maybe you
attack, I
could
can do it.
specify non-lethal.
Yeah, non-lethal.
True.
Just bonk it.
Yeah.
That's up. Bad thwip.
All right, then he's full-on attacking tentacles.
I love it.
I bash his skull. Non-lethal.
I destroy it with my
13.
mind
13.
hammer.
13 it connects,
13.
right?
Man,
Yeah,
we were hitting a bunch
you
of
hit.
12s and
It
13s
does.
this time.
9.
How do you do
Yeah.
this?
Attaboy.
I'm assuming he's just aiming for the meatiest part, the big brain sack at the top,
Brain
and
sack.
just swing it as hard as he can, trying to get it off.
Let's
It's my new ska band.
Yeah. So as you
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
lash out, you're almost having, you are, and it's a good thing that everyone's focused on this creature. You have to stand on your toes to make impact with the bit of the brain-like body of this creature that is just behind the beak. But as you connect and it squishes in, it leaves behind an imprint in the shape of your hammer. As this creature suddenly goes limp, Rian, you feel the tentacles slough off your body, and you land on your feet beneath it before the body comes crashing down on top of you and pins you to the floor.
Ow.
But you just hear Felgren laughing so hard.
And that is the the end of combat.
Somebody get it off me! Somebody get it off me! I can't breathe!
We're working on it. Just hold still. But Krellick's not walking up to it yet.
Felgren can't breathe for entirely different reasons.
On seeing its defeat, Krellick, immediately behind you, the kobold, who sort of hunched over in this very, cowering posture, throws itself on the ground in front of you, arms outstretched, prostrating itself before you. Please no hurt, Thwip! Please no hurt, Thwip! What are you all doing?
Go ahead. I'm watching this little dude.
Felgren's
I'll try to help
calling
Rian.
up the lift.
Yeah, everything is quiet, save for the slow
Yep.
of this thing ascending painstakingly slow to
Just
bring down Tavini and
click.
Felgren.
Click. Click.
Seriously? Seriously?
I
Nobody.
try to shove the grail off.
Be
of
there in a
Rian.
few minutes.
Okay, it gets pushed aside fairly easily.
As it goes off, you're like, oh, actually, if you could put it back, that'd be great. I was having lots of fun down there.
I'll hold out my hand
Dreamer
to
puts
help
it
him
back.
up.
Ah, thank you, Dreamer. He puts out his hand to get pulled up. I'd be like, oh my god, that was terrifying. That thing, as soon as it touched me, it paralyzed me. For a second, I couldn't feel. I had to fight through it, but I thought I was done there for a second. Like my whole life flashed before my eyes. It felt like a week of me just sitting there, waiting to be murdered by this thing.
I'll pat him on the shoulder. You're fine. Give him a cure wounds.
Aw,
very kind
you're a
of
good
you.
guy. And that was a good one, too.
Alright.
It's
you.
average.
So,
8 HP.
You know what? Average to me is huge.
the lift reaches the top where Felgren and Tavini are. Now, it can fit only one medium-sized creature.
Ladies first.
Okay. She
He
kind of
just kind of gives you a little shove. There you go. All right.
Tavini, as you
Starts
step
lowering it.
inside, the bucket lift sort of sways a little from your entering it.
she's gonna, if there's anything she can cling onto, she's clinging onto that,
There's the rim of it.
He's holding onto the rope for dear life.
yeah, because 15 feet is a long way down for her. That's 7 times her height.
Shit, that's like 3 stories for her.
Yeah, so she's
Falling
hanging on
off a skyscraper.
Alright.
It's true, you're like 2 foot, right?
Yeah.
So that would be perfect. That'd literally multiply it by 3 for a normal person. So that's it's like 45 feet falling for a normal, just average sized human.
Alright, and as the lift starts to approach the bottom, Tavini, and all the others, because you're standing around, still hear this very low, rumbling growl from Miri. You could see her jaws are parted slightly, with those teeth showing as she is craning her neck around the corner to make sure there isn't anything else coming. Very obviously still worked up from the fight.
It's like, hey, keep your guard up. Who knows what the hell else is down here. You did good. I appreciate it, Miri. Proud of you.
You see her kind of settle back into herself, get a grip, and stop growling. Yeah.
I think Rian's gonna slide past here. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna go check this way real fast. As he walks past, he stabs the thing with the sword again. Like, whoops! Like,
Remember what happened last time you checked?
Did I do that?
It'll be fine.
All right.
You're all here with me this time.
So let me bring Felgrin down to join you guys, and then we'll go over what you see in that chamber and what you do with Thwip.
Yeah,
What do we do
Thwip's,
with Thwip?
As far as I'm concerned, Thwip's our emissary.
You mean your adversary?
He's coming with us.
Both.
That too.
So, Rian, sort of poking your head in here, you
Mhm.
can see
There's 6
that
more.
there's a hole in the west side of this chamber. And you feel a cold, wet breeze coming from that direction, and hear the sound of the waterfall that had sort of poured over the side of the river from above. In the
Yep.
north end of this cave,
Yep.
the floor is 5 feet higher than the southern half, with a rocky ridge separating them, and a slope on either side leading to the top of this ridge. The walls above the ridge gleam with gem deposits.
Oh, snap. So we got 2 rooms full of gems that we can...
That you can harvest, yeah?
I think... And, yeah, I think this is so stupid and probably will be the death of me, but I think he's going to wander up to the edge of this thing and just kind of peek over.
Well, peeking over, you can see above you
Yeah.
and to the left the catwalk that you had all crossed. And you can
Mhm.
see, a few signs of the kobolds' work on it. One of the struts has been sawed through completely, and another one they appear to have been working on is only about quarter done.
Like, huh, those little shits. And I think he looked down and just be like, ooh, and get chills run through his thing because he knows, that's what it was making a break for. That's where he was going if it had kept it up and if he had stayed paralyzed. If he was here by himself, that was going to be his future. Is going down that friggin' pit into the unknown all by himself, paralyzed.
Yeah, looking
Helpless.
down there, you get the very, very distinct sense that anyone going over the side there that can't fly is probably facing death.
I mean, there might be water down there to break your fall, but still.
Now, Krellick, you have a solid passive perception, my friend. And you hear from the darkness behind you, from beyond Thwip, who is still, cowering, prostrating themselves before you, the soft scrape of feet over stone.
I think he's gonna kind of signal to the group and push past the little dude, get between him and the sounds.
Alright, and as you do, you find yourself face to face with one kobold who is currently seemingly staring at Thwip, but as soon as it sees you, its eyes go wide, and it freezes in place as if you can't see it.
Oh, this is fucking you or what were the 2 fucking kids' names? The 2 butches.
Hugo and Clay?
Hugo and Clay just fucking freezing and being like, "You can't see me."
Were those shrubs moving? No.
Yeah. Nope. I see you. No, you don't. I just
What are
ended
you
that
doing,
one. It
Krellick?
cracked me up. I started laughing out loud.
Krellick's
Yeah,
gonna
what are
kind
you doing
of
there, Krellick?
glance at Thwip and be like, how many more?
2 more!
If there's so much more as 3,
No, 2 more! And he is still prostrating himself, but is thrusting out a hand towards you. And the hand he holds up doesn't have 2 fingers upheld. There are 5 fingers upheld. 2 more!
He says 2 but holds up 5.
Pick number 3, my lord.
Fucker just pinches the bridge of his nose.
I mean,
While you are focusing on Thwip, the other one starts to back away very cautiously.
No. You're not going anywhere.
Roll a persuasion check.
For a kobold, I better succeed.
Nice. 22.
Okay.
Good roll.
22.
Let's see, a wisdom save for these things. Oh, that should be public. That was a 12.
Nice.
So it backs up slightly out of your sight, but you hear those footsteps stop. And Krellick, you can see that this thing isn't backing out any further. What do you want?
This is, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, this is, These are yours, Krellick.
Oh.
You get to deal with them. Because I don't want to.
Nice.
Well, one way or another, we want you out of the mine.
Thwip kind of glances at you and very cautiously sits up. The others come and approach, and you can see now that the one that was further behind, the one nearest you, very, very scrawny. The one behind them, a little chunkier, broader in shoulder and taller than a kobold could otherwise be expected, still tiny compared to you. The first one, the scrawnier one that had spoken, "Me, Grek! This small!" And she motions to the much larger kobold of the two.
Grek and small.
Grek and Small.
We never
Grek,
get
Blip,
found
and
out.
Small.
Very-
What was the first
They
one?
died.
He never got his name.
His name was
Oh, okay. I thought he yelled his name as he went off, but I can't remember.
He yelled Scorp.
Scorp, that's right. He was like, Scorp, no! Like when he first went. I was trying to remember what his name was.
As he watched his friend die horribly.
Yeah. And then hid underneath the thing.
I think Krellick will just nod to the names and be like, "So, about leaving the mine. What do you say about that?
We are here for shelter.
You can find shelter somewhere else."
Town take us?
Wait.
Hmm.
I'm gonna kind of look back at the group like, what am I doing here?
Okay. He just rubs his forehead. Like, towns have rules. You can't break them or they'll kill you.
We know barbarian. We follow rule. And all three of them start nodding very vigorously.
Those rules involve, not killing people, not booby trapping them like you did to the bridge. You can't do that.
Booby trap? We never. And
You did. We saw that you did that.
that was the smaller sort of scrawnier one speaking, but Thwip automatically gets this very guilty look on his face.
Yeah, technically.
Have you killed any of the miners, or did you just force them out?
Oh, we forced them out.
You didn't kill anybody.
No.
They'll be much more likely to take you if you didn't kill anyone.
No, Trek said not to.
Who is that?
And then you hear from Small in the back. Trex led us here. He has wings like dragon.
Like that one?
Oh,
Tavini
crap.
points to Miri.
And Greg pipes up. No, that real dragon.
Can you lead us to him?
You only speak to Trex?
I think it would be,
Yeah, sure.
Roll me.
So it
roll me
would be a
deception.
lie, kind
We
of.
don't have the intention to murder them,
Well,
but
they rolled a
if things go
16.
wrong...
Fuck it. Alright. Oh, critted.
Nice!
27
That's a-
crit.
27. Holy moly.
Fucking crit deception. The best he's ever done.
So, Greg, the smaller of the three, this one with the very high-pitched, very feminine voice, peers at you very intently through the dark, Felgrin. But you're a master. That poker face of
Stares
yours
back.
gives nothing away
Ice in his veins.
Who's the master, Leroy?
until
Shona?
she nods. And Small's next to her, the big kind of bulkier one, starts to shake his head, but she elbows him in the ribs.
Ugh,
We listen, he trust.
that hurts my heart.
What, that they
It
trust
doesn't
you?
hurt Felgrin's heart, but it hurts Eric's heart.
Yeah, I can see that. It's like, oh, I just straight up lied to these things, and we'll kill them if I have to, and they all believed me so wholeheartedly.
Little Grek sort of pushes her way past Krellick, between Dreamer and Miri, and reaches up and tries to grab Felgrin's hand to start leading him to Trex. We go now.
Okay, alright. He will let it happen.
Yeah, Reen's like, what the hell is going on in here? And I was gone like 30
I
seconds.
Well,
made
that's what you
friends.
get.
It's easy when you're likable.
What the fuck? That's what. When are you going? Oh, he's
Yep.
gone.
So the kobolds start leading you guys this direction. to the west. And Felgrin, as you are being led by Grek, the other two kobolds, Small and Thwip, are sort of leading the charge down that direction. You first find yourselves entering a chamber where a table and chairs are set up in this area to create a space for the miners to take breaks. On top of the table, there is a giant rat, dead, with javelins poking out of it. And
Nice.
as they pass, Smol, still carrying a javelin himself, kind of nervously prods the body as if to make sure that it's really dead. And they lead you down to level 3. What is the marching order here? Before I bring you down.
Fulgrin's up front.
Krellik's falling
Yeah,
right
sounds like-
behind Grin.
Yep.
I'm behind Krellik.
And I'm behind Dreamer with Miriam Toe.
Davini takes up the rear
Yay!
with her little shield.
I don't like not being in sandwich formation.
Yeah, I know you don't. It'll be alright,
So
buddy.
sorry, it's Felgrin, Krellik.
Essentially exactly how we are on that
Okay.
hallway.
So descending still deeper, you continue to hear the rumbling echo of the waterfall from above. And you find at the bottom of a spiral staircase another catwalk that you walk out onto. Let's see. There is a rope, a very taut one, that stretches across this chasm to another landing opposite it, that holds a large bucket, for people to sort of haul themselves across on, if you so desire.
Ugh. Another minute-long fucking bucket transfer.
However, the trio of kobolds ignore the bucket and instead lead you off to the left, where you can hear more kobold voices from that direction. The tunnels here are very, very cramped, and lurking in the dark, Felgrin, ahead of you that you can see, are 2 or 3 very skittish kobolds. Let me sort of arrange the group here. There we are. And if everyone wants to sort of shuffle up from there. But one of the kobolds that you could see in the dark ahead of you, Felgrin, carries a threadbare satchel and wears a pair of fake dragon wings made of thin wood and tattered white cloth. This kobold immediately raises its hands in surrender and says in perfectly clear common, "We mean you no harm. Please don't hurt us." Yes.
This is a kobold. Okay.
They go lean into Dreamer and be like, did that kobold just
Hey.
speak like perfect common?
Yes, it did.
What is your
This kobold with the satchel and the dragon-like wings sort of jerks its chin for Thwip and Grek to stand behind them. And as they scurry past it, sort of comes forward to speak to the group directly. You may call me Trex. I am the leader of this band. We came here seeking shelter and scared off the miners. Before we could explain that we meant them no harm.
You seem reasonable enough. Why not just ask if you can stay near the town?
We worry that if we were to approach, they would kill us outright. They sent you to kill us, didn't they?
They won't. And here we are, talking.
They just sent us to clear
Maybe
the
we
mine.
can help.
How we clear it is up to us.
Aye.
Yeah, that is true. The priority was to clear the mine so they could work, not to bring them kobold corpses.
Well, we can work too. If you can convince the town that we won't cause trouble, Tourmaline would be richer for having us.
Well, it sounds like we need to do some convincing. He kind of looks back at the group. Huh. Well?
I don't have a problem. I'd say as far as if we can do this peacefully, and no one has to die. Well, no one more has to die.
Regrettable.
Aye. But that's a better outcome than having a slaughter a bunch of poor creatures that just looking for a place to stay.
Well, it's settled.
Is there anything else in the mine down here?
We haven't gone across the lift there. And they motion to the bucket beyond you. And from what we heard from the chamber above, you must have encountered the creature we've all been avoiding.
Aye, most of us did.
Very dead.
Yeah. Yeah, that was terrifying.
As far as what's beyond that lift, I would imagine the miners know. Instead of crossing that, he just kind of points to that apparatus that he definitely doesn't want to get into. We could just ask them. Right?
The kobold shrugs. You could hear the wooden structure of their fake wings sort of creaking and jostling as they do it. Now, Dreamer, you and Tavini both have very, very high passive perception. And you can tell Trex is lying.
I was gonna say, I was about to roll insight too. I was gonna ask for it. Like somebody's gotta roll insight on this. There's no way. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love being good on this, but there's no way we can't just, at least without checking before we leave.
About what's on the other side of the lift?
Not sure what they're being untruthful about, but there's definitely something off about this kobold.
Savini reaches up and like pats Rian's leg. The kobold is not being truthful.
What? He kind of like leans back. It's like, what makes you think that?
Something they are not telling all of the truth. I cannot see them, so I don't know.
Oh, you think it's in their voice?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I trust your judgment. And I think he'll kind of pipe up and be like, okay, so what aren't you telling us? Because something's missing from this story here.
I don't know what you mean.
If you want our help, you need to come full truth for us. Whether it's about to cross that bucket, or about how you got down here, or about what your intentions are. Something doesn't line up. And you have a waviness in your voice. And I need to know what the full truth is. Otherwise, we can't help you in this.
Trex shifts very nervously, and Felgrin, behind them, all the other kobolds seem to have kind of huddled themselves together with spears out, ready to defend themselves. And they're just following the conversation.
Felgrin just kind of staring at her. Did Tavini tell you that? That they weren't? That's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good for you. Sharp eye, that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Sharper ears.
Yeah, I think he would also be like, Dreamer, what you getting from this?
I feel the same. Something's off.
Listen, this can go very well for you, or it could go very badly.
I am starting to feel like it should go not very good.
We don't have to do it
We'll
this way.
defend ourselves. We only want to work. And on saying that, you're hearing that, that untrustworthiness in this kobold's voice that is now apparent to all of you, since it's been pointed out.
Mm-hmm.
But the others behind, they're following the conversation, and they seem more nervous than anything.
Trust cuts both ways. You have to be honest with us if you want us to go to bat for you.
If you're not going to help us, I would ask you to leave our mine.
It isn't yours.
It's ours
Let's
now.
be clear.
And in 3 seconds, it's going to be my mine. Carla's going to try to intimidate.
Nice.
All right, roll me intimidation. And remember, strength bonus for you.
Yep.
Because our lad, he doing a flex. You flexing on this kobold.
I don't even know how to do this.
Just roll intimidation, and then we'll just swap manually do the bonuses.
18, and that's not even with my strength and all that.
Yeah, so strength would be what?
My
That's
strength is a
your
plus
strength.
4.
Oh yeah,
Plus
so
four, so
22?
19.
So 19.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, that's his proficiency.
no, it already
bonus.
added the.
3 is my proficiency.
He must have a 0 in charisma.
Correct.
Yeah, okay, so it just didn't even add that. So yeah, +4 on top. Wait a minute, do you have proficiency
Yes, I do.
in
Intimidation.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah,
makes
that's where the +3 comes from.
sense. Gotcha.
Yes,
All right. So, Krellik, as you say this, how are you posturing yourself to intimidate
Oh,
this kobold?
He's getting ready to just go after him. He's kind of getting tired of the run around.
Dropping into stance.
Yeah.
calm. He's trying to get past.
push
Velvet. Like,
past.
calm down.
Let me at him. Let me at him.
No.
Hold me
We're-
back.
I think Velvet's
So-
trying to help by doing the whole holding
Yeah.
him back routine. Yeah.
So,
He's crazy.
Trex's
You don't want to do
eyes
this.
Look at his eyes.
narrow dangerously.
Then I don't know that we have anything more to talk about.
And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Yeah.
No, silly
Oh
kobolds.
no.
Just goes out to the audience. You all saw it.
We tried.
We,
Well,
we tried our best. Okay, where's my baby?
but I
I
rolled
hope I don't roll well.
garbage initiative.
Oh yeah.
Yep, nobody got real good initiative. Grin, where you at?
Oh god.
Oh, sorry.
Grin's
I
up
think they're
front
all in
too.
front of us. They are.
I don't like where we are.
Nope.
All right.
The best part is you're only gonna get like 2 attacks on you at most because they got spears, so they get reach. So somebody's gonna stab over top of somebody, but it still sucks.
I'd be surprised if they could all throw through their friend with the giant wings on their back.
It's true. That is very true. I'd say the friend's got to be with the wings has got to be taking
You
up a little
do
more space.
have partial cover behind them, so you have a +2 to your AC for any ranged attacks that come your way.
Okay.
But that is going to be Grek. You know, the sort of scrawny kobold who had taken you by the hand and, you know, led you down here. She, holding that that javelin, hesitates as she looks between you and Trex. And she starts to pull back, sort of between the others to hide behind them.
Yay!
Your earlier charisma check really kind of sold her on, you know, listening to you and hoping for the
Yep.
best.
She likes me.
Small, however, he seems to have stepped out of your sight. You don't see him amongst all the kobolds in the back of the cavern until he steps out of a crevice in the rock to your immediate right. He's going to come forward and thrust out with that javelin. Let's see. Has 5 feet of reach, so he's actually going to try and throw this past Trex there.
Oh, okay.
So you have a +2 to AC, and
Hopefully they don't have a
because
lot of
he is
these.
in melee range, he is going to be rolling at disadvantage.
Oh, nice.
It didn't matter.
Even with the +2?
Well,
but-
yeah. Yeah, it gives me 14, dude.
Oh, okay.
Shit, right on the dot.
How is that
How do
possible?
they manage
Wait,
that?
what?
So minimum 1 damage.
Yeah,
I
I
was
was
gonna
gonna
say.
say. I'm pretty sure there's a
Yeah,
minimum
so-
damage.
negative
You
1.
actually heal one
For
hit
the
point.
recording, it rolled a 1, and their attack is 1d6 minus 2, which
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense. So
Ah, shit! I threw the healing spear. Damn.
Why not just roll 1d4?
Why don't we have this? Like, why do we
Yeah,
even
why
have
do we-
this?
Why isn't that a 1d4?
I don't know.
That is a very good
That
point.
is a
Why
very,
isn't
very
it a
good point.
1d4? Like,
Well, it's because it's their strength score. I mean, that's. their
oh, is
strength
that what
very
causes
low.
it? Oh, okay. They have like really crappy strength. Okay,
So,
that makes sense.
Felgrin, you feel this, like, this spear is made of wood but has a bone tip, and you feel it sort of prod you in the right shoulder, and it stings for a moment, and then immediately clatters to the cavern floor at your feet.
Hmm.
God, I don't think you have it, but holy shit, a cone of
Those
gold.
usually hurt a lot more.
Yeah.
I got
And,
something for this.
Thwip
Nice.
is going to similarly step forward, and he's kind of lining up his shot over the shoulders of the 2 kobolds ahead of him to get a line on you.
Oh, you sure you want to do it, Thwip? Krellik, your god, is standing right behind him.
God,
Oh,
Roll
natty
20.
20.
Oh, hold on. So that is 4 and... Oh, I'm sorry, no, that...
Oh, that's yeah.
So 5 points of piercing
5.
damage.
Another
As
-1.
this one sort of embeds itself just below your collarbone. On, again, the
that
right
one was
hand
a little
side.
better.
That was a better
That one smarted a little. Oh.
That is now Trex's turn. And Trex is directly in front of you. And you see from the satchel they have hanging at their side, this sort of decorated pouch, they draw a dagger and are going to thrust out at you with it. Rolls a 6.
No,
Or no,
they miss.
so that is Trex failing. And now one of the sort of bodyguards that he had in the back, similarly lining up a shot on you with a javelin.
God damn.
Kobolds, man.
I know.
Oh, and I should be...
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah, they got pack tactics.
I mean, that'll just
Yeah,
eliminate
it
the
eliminates the
disadvantage,
disadvantage
right?
of them rolling from, like, within melee range with each other, throwing ranged attacks. 17
Hit.
for 3 piercing damage on you.
Damn.
All right.
Dreamer, that is now your turn, as you're just hearing from around the corner couple of javelins that come flying out of the darkness towards Felgrin. You're seeing his body kind of rock a little with each impact.
I can temporarily occupy the same space as Krellic, right?
Temporarily.
Okay. Man, if only they were closer. I am sorry. And he's going to, like, take, like, a wide stance and just, like, slap his hands together in, like, fists. He's casting Erupting Earth.
Nice.
Ooh. Choose a point you could see on the ground within range. A fountain of churned earth and stone erupts in a 20-foot cube centered on that point. And it has a range of 120 feet. So where are you putting your cube?
Oh, shit.
I guess I'm going to sort of center it here.
Alrighty. So, must make a dexterity saving throw. So I'm gonna have Vought here roll for all of them. That is a failure, and we're going from right to left on these guys. So
Okay,
a failure, a
fail,
success,
Success.
a
Fail.
failure, and a success. So if you want to roll damage,
Who's the...
The one we don't see. I
Oh,
imagine.
one we don't
Yep.
see. Interesting.
And the damage is 3d12.
Oh no, Greg.
Could be great, or I think she's the one that's out of it though.
I
the
think
back.
she's the one in the middle between the two. I can't remember.
Yeah, she was hiding.
Wait a minute, which one?
Pretty.
No, Greg's in the back.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep, yeah, so we're good. She's outside of it.
she's the one we like, so we're okay to murder her friends and family.
Yes. Well, hey,
I
they
mean,
made their choice.
Exactly.
Oh man,
we tried.
so even the ones
like,
that succeed take 11 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dreamer, as the earth starts to erupt and crack and shake open beneath these kobolds, the ceiling above, large chunks of rock, now displaced by the quaking earth beneath, start falling from above. And the entire tunnel, it doesn't fill entirely, but about half of it is now full of stone, and there's this big rumbling crash from above as 4 kobolds are immediately killed in this mess.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So it doesn't even feel good, unfortunately. Like, it's so sad.
It
Like, this is
doesn't.
one of those ones where we tried so hard to be good to them, and like,
No, this whole
yeah, we called them on their bullshit, but we couldn't just take them at face value and like allow them into the town. Like,
Kobolds are gonna kobold, dude.
it's
this
true.
whole scene's giving Krellic PTSD flashbacks.
Oh,
No
shit.
shit, man.
Oh
God's sake.
no!
Oh man. Alright, Dreamer, anything else for your turn?
I step back into my space, not looking great about himself.
Yep.
That is now Rian's turn, and this tunnel is now full of stone. It is difficult terrain, and only a small creature can get through without squeezing.
Can I get line of sight on Trex there?
I would say because of the corner there, he does have partial cover, so +2 to AC.
Okay, no problem. I'd say he's pissed. He's so mad. Like after he hears that rumble from Dreamer, he knows that we probably decimated it with as easy as the first one got killed, and he's so upset at Trex because of this. Like, you did this. Like, you caused this. This is your fault. So I think he's going to reach out with a witch bolt and just be like, "You fool!" and try to blast her.
All right.
Oh shit!
Man.
Natty one.
So angry and hurt, just pew.
Yeah, he's real angry. Fucking just blasts off to the
And
side.
you take out that little, twig to cast with.
Yeah.
So as you extend your arm forward, and you're feeling that energy crackling within you and sort of down your arm, similarly to what happened with Miri earlier when she bit into the grell, it seems to short out and siphon back up your arm and fade again. Are you moving anywhere?
Yeah. I'm gonna, if I can squeeze past everybody, I'm going to, and then call for Grin to get out of there.
All right.
Be like, Grin, over here.
Grin, what are you doing?
I mean, I don't think he can move through people.
You can move through people.
Are you sure?
Yeah, so long as
Yeah,
you
they can
don't
squeeze
stay
past
in
your
their, as long
allies.
as you don't stay in their space. If you're allied with the creature, you can squeeze past them. So there is an empty, unoccupied space there if you want it.
Yeah, just for reference, that rule is anyone can move through an ally space. You can only move through an enemy space if it's at least 2 sizes larger than you.
Well, we tried.
You are going to have an attack of opportunity on you.
That's fine, go for it.
Turns out she has Sentinel.
And he's gonna pelt her with magic missiles.
It's going to be 4 piercing damage as Trex lashes out and stabs you in the calf as you go.
For that, it's magic missile at 2nd level.
Nice, attaboy.
All right, give us those, one more dart. So 4 darts. So 3 for the first one, 6 for the second one, 6 for the third one.
5.
Did you get max damage on all the other ones?
You did.
Yeah, so as the third bolt slams into Trex, every impact, those wooden wings of theirs with the paper surface shakes and rattles and bits of it fall apart until Trex topples over backwards onto the stone rubble behind them. But as they fall backwards, something remains in their place.